Oh, okay. I can tell you that I'm not a fan of these. Hi guys, my name is G.P.S. and welcome back to my channel. If you had a chance to watch my Christmas wishlist video, you may remember that I was lusting after a new pair of Dior sneakers. And pretty much as soon as I was done filming that video, I had to jump on to the Dior website just to sort of get a feel of how difficult it truly is to get a pair of these sneakers. And believe it or not, they had a couple of them available. So, being the impatient person I am, I had to get not one, but two of the Dior B27 sneakers in two different colors, and to be fair, in two different sizes, because I don't think I've ever purchased a pair of shoes from Dior, so I have no idea whether they run true to size, if they run big or small. And I did reach out to my local Dior boutique to see if they'll be getting them in and if it's worth waiting. But they told me that they're exclusive to the men's line, so I should get them online, which is exactly what I did. I have not had a chance to open these, so I'm not sure if I'm keeping one, if I'm keeping both, if both of them have to go back. I have no idea. But if you want to see and hear my first impressions on the new Dior B27 sneakers, then please keep on watching. In case you didn't have a chance to watch my Christmas wishlist video, let me catch you up really quick. So the shoes that we'll be talking about today are the new Dior B27 sneakers, which I was quite inspired to buy because of all the hype that the Dior and Nike collaboration got. Kim Jones, the creative director of Dior, is huge on collaboration between luxury brands and artists and luxury brands. So I think he was leading this entire initiative. He designed a collaboration with Nike and Dior Air Jordan line, which were called the Dior Air or Air Dior, which was this overhyped, extremely difficult to get an exclusive collaboration. Dior claims that they manufactured 8,000 pairs of shoes, which sounds like a really small number for a global launch, which I'm really surprised about considering how many they already have on the resale market, but that's a different story. So Dior came out with this extremely hyped collaboration that was impossible to get. You either had to enter a lottery to be able to win a chance to get them, or if you were obviously a loyal client of Dior and you had a good rapport with a certain store or a certain stylist or advisor working for the brand, I'm sure they were able to help you out. But those were really the only two ways of getting them. And the shoes were not crazy expensive. They had two different models. They had a low top and a high top. I think the low top ones were just around $2,000 and then the high tops were just about $2,200. But right now they're selling for around $10,000 on the resale market. So if you want to still get them, that's the price that you can expect to pay for those. But not surprisingly, it didn't take long for Dior to come out with a very similar pair. They have sort of been playing this game of launching limited pieces that somehow come back in some shape or form and they haunt us for the rest of the time. And it didn't take them long to launch a new line of sneakers, which are called the B27 sneakers, which look, I think, very, very similar to the Air Jordans. If anything, they're a little bit more streamlined and a little bit more, I would say, sleek. They are not as chunky and the soles aren't as thick. But in terms of the overall design, the construction of the shoes, and even the models that they come in are quite similar. So they come also in a high top and a low top version. The low tops are just about $990, and then the high tops are, I think, $1,100. So they are always a little bit less expensive because they're going to become a permanent part of the Dior portfolio. They're not something that you have to worry about not being able to get. Although it shows that they're always sold out on the Dior website, if you keep an eye out on the site and you keep checking back in, I think you'll find that they keep dropping new sizes each day. So if you want these, you can still get them. And they come in 3 different colors, which I got 2 of. which we'll get into in a second, but I wanted to kind of give you just a little bit of background information. Now, Dior claims that Kim Jones, the creative director of the brand, was inspired by 80s tennis shoes and I think skater culture, but in my humble opinion, he was much more inspired by how much money they made and how much press they got on their collaboration with Nike. So I think they wanted to see how long they can milk the hype, and they came out with these shoes, which definitely resemble the Dior Air Jordan collaboration. And without further ado, let's get into them. So as I mentioned, I was only able to buy these online, and they came wrapped like this beautifully in the Dior men's packaging, which is quite similar to the women's packaging. Obviously the women's packaging is white, and then the men's is this beautiful navy blue, and then it comes wrapped with the ribbon. So this is what the box looks like. It has this little handle here, which kind of makes you believe that you would have to slide it out, but you actually don't. You actually, I think, yeah, you lift it up. Let's see if I can do this without putting the box down. So, this is the box, beautiful navy blue with the silver Dior logo on there. And then on the inside, you do get a dust bag, which instead of the usual embroidery or the usual just print, it has this sort of silicone like sticker feel to it. It almost feels like they put these stickers onto the dust bag. It feels really nice, and you only get one with the two shoes, which is quite large, but I don't like when luxury brands do this. If I buy a pair of shoes, I want two dust bags, one for each. But anyway, you get one. And then it seems like you get a pair of spare shoelaces. And then let's see which one these are. So I got them in two different sizes and two different colors. The reason why I got them in two different sizes is because I wasn't sure how they're going to fit. So I got a pair in size 42 and then another one in size 43. I assume these are the 42 because the box seems quite a bit smaller than the other one. And yeah, these are the 42 because I got these in gray. So we'll see how they fit. I'm usually a 43, so if they run true to size, I should be a 43, which is going to be the other pair, I believe. So this is what they look like. As I mentioned, this is the gray pair. It comes in three different colorways, sorry. So this is the gray, I got the black, and then there's also white pair, which I wasn't the biggest fan of mainly because of this detail. So on this one, and then I also believe on the black one, this is made of the Dior jacquard fabric, which is what they use on their bags, and this is the so-called Dior oblique. But on the white one, I believe they don't use the fabric. Instead, it's also made of leather, and then it's sort of laser cut to have this little dot design similar to this that makes up the Dior oblique, which I'm not personally the biggest fan of. I quite like the little Dior detail here. But other than that, they look, I think in my opinion, not being a sneaker expert, they look pretty similar to the Air Jordans. Even the sole, this is what the front looks like. You get a little Dior detail here, and then another one on the back, and also one on the sole. And then I believe they are made in Italy, and the whole thing is leather, obviously other than the sole and then the side part here. But they feel really soft and padded. It's definitely a little bit more casual than what I'm used to, but I do really like this. And then another detail that I'm sort of noticing is that if you look here where you push the laces through, that I believe is also a CD, which is a really nice little detail there. So yeah, I'm really happy with these. Let's have a look at the other one, which I assume is the exact same. At least let's hope so. Yeah, so this is the mate of this one. And I'll definitely go and try them on and then give you guys an update in terms of how they fit in a second. But I want to go ahead and open the other pair as well, which are the black ones. So let's unbox the bigger box, which I assume, yeah, I'm pretty sure because I ordered the gray ones in a size 42. I would have ordered the gray in both a 42 and a 43, but they didn't have both sizes available. So I thought what a great chance to at least give another color a look. So I got the black ones in a size 43. And this box is much bigger than the previous one. Let me just get the lid to show you guys. So this is the lid of the pair that's a size 42. Look at the difference in size. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a huge difference in terms of the size of the boxes that they come in, which is quite interesting. I never noticed that certain shoes come in larger boxes than others. I don't know if that's a thing, but anyway, so it comes wrapped the exact same way. It comes with the Dior men's ribbon, which let's take this off. And then it features the same handle over there, which I think should help you lift it, but it really doesn't, so. Open that. There we go. On the inside, it's the same deal. You get a pair of spare shoelaces and then the Dior dust bag. Exact same color, exact same feel, exact same texture. And this one actually has a Dior sticker on it, just to make my life a little bit more difficult. And this is the black pair. So let's have a look at these. Oh, okay, I can tell you that I'm not a fan of these. As soon as I saw the tongue, I immediately knew that I'm not going to like these, but let's give this a chance. So this is the B27 Sneakers again in the low top version in the black colorway. As I mentioned, there is gray, black, and then there's also white pair. The black ones, similar to the gray ones, come with the Dior oblique fabric on the side. Let me get these. So this is the gray and then this is the black. And I think it is the exact same colorway when it comes to the Dior oblique on the side. I don't see any difference between the two. And then it's all black other than the tongue, which is made of like a white, off-white ivory fabric. And it features the same detail of the shoelace track where you put it in. It does sort of have this CD kind of logo on it. It has the Dior on the back, Dior on the side in black. But what I think I should do is I should go and try them on, maybe show you guys a little clip of what they look like, and then come back and tell you guys how they felt. Okay, so I started with the size 42, which is the smaller one in the gray color. And honestly, it was a pretty big struggle to get into these. I was able to squeeze my feet into them, but they are pretty tight. They're not the worst. I could definitely make them work, but I feel they would become quite uncomfortable after a while. So I think unfortunately I will have to size up to a size 43, which is obviously good to know in case you're going to get these online, that they are true to size. I am usually a size 43. Since I got the size 43, we'll be able to confirm that, but I do think they aren't true to size and I will have to get them in a size 43. But I love the gray colorway. Other than the size, they do feel really comfortable. They're really padded in the back, especially over here, which can really be an issue with expensive sneakers. They tend to hurt my feet there quite badly, but these feel really nice and padded, so I'm really, really happy with them. One thing that I feel might annoy you if you're annoyed by creases, that I've had these on for what, like a minute or so, and you can already start seeing little creases here, so that might become annoying for some. And then also the same thing on the back, if you can see there. Even though I just put them on this one time, that's already happening, so that might start annoying you. Personally, when it comes to shoes, I mean, it's the name of the game, right? So yeah, I'm really, really liking the style and the feel. Okay, so I just put on the black ones, which again are in size 43. And again, I can confirm that they definitely run true to size. I should have got the gray ones in a size 43. The 43 fits like a glove. They fit perfectly. They're really, really comfortable. I can walk in these so easily, and it was much easier to put these on than the gray ones. But I absolutely hate this black design. There is something about this that just simply doesn't work. I'm not sure if it is the Dior oblique with the black leather. I'm not sure if it's the white tongue against the black, which is not even real white. It's kind of like an off-white ivory color. So these will definitely have to go back, and then what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get the gray ones in a size 43 because I'm loving the gray ones. They are just so much nicer than the black ones, especially if I put them side by side. The gray one is so much better. I think it has to be the Dior oblique that just kind of ruins the whole look. It just kind of looks out of place, or I'm not sure if it is the white sole, and that's why. I don't know, there's just something kind of off about these shoes, so I would definitely not recommend that you go for the black one. The gray has to be my favorite, and then maybe try the white if you don't want to go for gray. But between these two, this definitely looks closer to the Air Jordans, the Dior Nike Air Jordans, so maybe that's why I like them more. But yeah, I love these, and these definitely have to go back. Okay, so one thing I can tell you guys for sure is that they run true to size. I thought that they might run big just based on the design and the structure, but honestly they run true to size. So I am definitely a size 43. The 42 was fine. It was just a little tight. I could make them work if I really wanted to, but I feel if I wanted to wear these for a long period of time, I think it would eventually become uncomfortable. So I am definitely a size 43. But I'm probably going to return these or exchange these because I definitely don't like the black colorway. Maybe if it was all black and even the Dior jacquard was also black, I would like them a little bit more. But I'm definitely not a fan of the design. I much prefer the gray. So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to maybe exchange this for a 43 and then return this, or exchange this for a 43 in gray and then return this. I'm not sure. I'm sure Dior will tell me what's easier for them to do. Maybe I should order a third pair and then just return both of these. But yeah, I absolutely love the gray pair. They feel really, really comfortable. They're really soft and padded on the inside, which I do really appreciate because I don't hate anything more than an uncomfortable pair of expensive shoes that you buy, you spend a ton of money on, and then you'll never reach for them because every time you wear them, you end up with blisters and bleeding feet. It's just the worst feeling. So I'm glad that they do feel comfortable, at least they did for the past, 5-10 minutes that I wore them for. I'm in love with this pair. I think the design is pretty cool on these. I love the colorway. I love the overall shape. I'm just a huge fan of these shoes in the gray color. I would definitely not recommend the black. Even if you want something a little bit more subtle or something that is going to blend in with your outfit a little bit more, maybe try the white ones, especially because the white ones don't have the Dior oblique that is as prominent as the fabric here. Maybe give those a try, but the black ones, I don't know what it is about them, but for some reason it just doesn't work. I'm not sure if it is the Dior against the black, if it is the tongue, which is the first thing that stood out to me when I saw them. It doesn't work as a pair of shoes. I don't know why. There is something off about them. But I would love to know what you guys think. Let me know which one you preferred. Let me know what you think about this overall design. Would you consider buying them? I think they're a really, really nice pair of shoes. If I had to compare them to my current favorite sneakers, which are the HERMES Untitled sneakers, they're really, really hard to compare, to be honest. This is a very different, much more casual sort of style. The Untitled sneakers are definitely a little bit more elegant, I would say. They're not as loud and as sporty as these ones. If you like branding, if you like a cooler, sort of more youthful design, go for these. If you want something that you can dress up or dress down, go for the Avantage. I think these would not be the easiest thing to put on with a blazer, although I'm definitely going to try. And we'll see how it goes. But all I can say is that I'm really happy with this purchase. I'm not happy with myself for buying these in a 42 and then buying these in a larger size. It does make my life a little more complicated now, but let it be our biggest issue. Yeah, I'll keep you guys posted if I'm able to get these in a size 43. Wish me luck. Hopefully they'll be in stock, or even if they're not in stock now, maybe they can reserve one for me whenever it becomes available again. But I'll be sure to keep you guys posted. And if you've been thinking about these, I'm a huge fan of the gray ones and I can only recommend these. But this is it, guys. This completes today's video on the new Dior B27 sneakers, which are sort of, I guess you could call a dupe of the Air Jordan ones. So if you didn't have a chance to get those, I think you might want to check these out. I don't think you'd be disappointed, especially because they are exactly half the price of the Dior Air Jordans. So let me know what you guys think of these. Do you like the black? Do you like the gray? Would you prefer the white? Let me know. And if you enjoyed this video, then please make sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.